as we voyage through the vividly animated cosmic panorama that reflects the infinite boundaries of time and space. Our knowledgeable narrator begins to unveil a compelling tale from the foggy past. Guided by our narrator's expressive voice and aided by lively animations, the story of two brothers, Cain and Abel, commences, resonating through the ages. Watch as our narrators skillfully weave their tale, not just through words, but also with the help of mesmerizing animations that truly encapsulate the essence of their saga. Journey with us and our narrator as we dive deeper into the animated annals of history, transforming the story of Cain and Abel into a visually arresting spectacle. In a time long past, our narrator begins, there were two animated brothers, children of Adam and Eve. Abel, the younger, was a shepherd, tending to his illustrated flock with a gentle hand and a tender heart. Cain, the elder, was a farmer, laboring under the vibrant, drawn sun, his hands smeared with the vivid richness of the earth. As the days rolled on, the narrator continues, the brothers, in their commitment to their creator, presented animated offerings brought to life through vivid drawings and animations. Abel, with a heart overflowing with love, offered a hand-drawn, richly colored animation of the firstlings of his flock. The cream of his lambs, filled with heartfelt details, reflected his sincerity, our storyteller tells us. In stark contrast, Cain presented a bland, monochromatic animated display of fruits from his tilled lands. A depiction that lacked the emotional depth and earnestness of Abel's offering, adds the narrator. The creator, observing the heartfelt sincerity in Abel's animation and the lack of it in Cain's, accepted Abel's thoughtful, hand-drawn gift, but overlooked Cain's lifeless animation, the narrator with a hint of melancholy. This rejection sparked an animated flicker of envy in Cain's heart, a flicker that our narrator warns would soon transform into a raging, fiery animation. Our tale begins with Cain, his features morphing in a grotesque dance of anger, a vivid testament to his inner turmoil. It was then that the Creator, in his boundless wisdom, intervened. He drew attention to the danger nearby, a malicious beast known as sin, lurking in the shadows and ready to pounce upon Cain. Yet the Creator also shone a light on Cain's ability to resist this beast. But, blinded by fury and bitterness, Cain chose to discard these heavenly words of warning. On a day where the sky met no bounds, forming a canvas of blue, our protagonist, Cain, lured his brother Abel to an open field. It was here, in a sudden burst of uncontrolled envy and rage, symbolized by a dramatic explosion of flames, that Cain let loose his wrath upon Abel, snuffing the light out of the one who never once wronged him. The aftermath is shown in a poignant animation, the essence of a shepherd seeping into the earth, a silent testimony to a cruel, brotherly betrayal. When betrayal? When the Creator inquired about Abel's absence, Cain retorted dismissively, "Am I my brother's keeper?" In response, the Creator, fair in all his judgments, cast a dreadful curse upon Cain. The once fertile ground beneath him morphed into a barren wasteland, sealing him to a doomed existence. Such is the story of Cain, a man forever marked by. Seated by a roaring fire, our narrator, an elderly figure with wisdom etched onto every wrinkle, begins to recount an ancient tale. Cain, he begins, his voice heavy with the weight of the story, was a man consumed by the gravity of his actions. As the narrator weaves the tale, the animation reflects Cain's profound despair. His face contorted with regret, his tears watering the barren earth beneath him, mirroring his sorrow. The narrator's voice softens as he describes a beacon of hope. Suddenly, the Creator, in an act of divine mercy, bestowed upon Cain a mark. The mark, animated as a glowing beacon on Cain's forehead, is described by the narrator as a celestial protection, its light reflecting the sin Cain was bathed in. As the tale of the two brothers concludes, the narrator's voice gains a pulse of its own, radiating lessons of love, envy, betrayal, and divine justice and benevolence. The narrator's final words are a poignant warning of the destructive power of unchecked emotions and the importance of honesty in our actions. The story bows to the Creator's fair judgment, he says, Yet his mercy, a constant undertone, does not wane, even when we falter in the most devastating. In the infinite expanse of the cosmos, our narrator carries us through a transformative narrative that blossoms into a captivating animated spectacle, embodying the shared experiences of mankind. Thoughtfully narrated by our guide, animated illustrations prompt us to confront and overcome our darkest emotions, embodying the lessons humanity can learn from this tale. Our narrator's vivid descriptions compel us to act with unwavering honesty, reminding us that the universal forces of justice and mercy are always watchful. As we together navigate the labyrinth of existence, our narrator invites us to let these animated lessons become an integral part of us, for they are as timeless as the story of Cain and Abel itself, vividly depicted through his eloquent narration and the art of animation.